thing going out here and all.
It's just something that I noticed. It was very, very quiet on the Western Front. And another reason why I was telling the guy, he's like, man, well, what is that thing? Because he seen my little box when he pulled me over. I'll talk about that a little bit. The officer seen my box. And he was like, what's that? And I said, I'll be doing a little vlogging and all this kind of stuff right here. I think I'm supposed to turn into this way. Oh, yeah. I'm just going to take another route. I don't know about this here. Off 61. Oh, is this back on Dale? Maybe I'll just take Dale. Maybe I'll take Dale again. This is kind of a... If you're going down Minnehaha, I'm on Minnehaha and Dale. If you take that, now you can't see. If you're in a car where you can't really see amongst you or whatever, I mean, this is kind of a weird little turn. So you got to be careful. But, you know, he was asking what it was. And I said, you know, like in Russia, let me see if I can get through real quick. Yeah, I don't know. In Russia, I was told a while ago, that's why people start getting the dash cams and stuff. But in Russia, that's a common thing that they keep dash cams, probably because people be crashing into people's stuff. You know? So, you know, what I did was, you know, I just told him, I said, you know, that's why I keep my little thing up here. But he's like, oh, it's obstructing and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, man, I've been driving with this thing for I've been driving this thing for 7 years, bro. I've been driving with this thing for over 7 years. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to have your paperwork in order. It really is. Right now we're on, you got to watch this one too. This is on front, and it's like, it's a weird, y'all know where I'm at. It's a weird four-way. It's a hell of a four-way on front, but they got a good pizza place. And, you know, I used to eat sausage and pepperoni. See, now I know I'm St. Paul PD. Could have went down there. Back towards that way, I think, yeah, that's Como. I used to kind of hustle over there a little bit. And I had some customers over there back in the day when I had my mixtapes and everything. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Dale's all right, you know. I might, well, no, I ain't gonna take the county road. Wherever I'm going through Maplewood. I'm not really gonna mess with Matamidi like that, but unless I take this down, because I ain't gonna really be able to. I mean, I could put the thing right here, and I'm probably gonna buy another piece, you know, so I don't have no issues. But I mean, man, this is normal, man. It's not obstructing any view. Obstructing your view is down here by the vent. That's obstructing your view. So. But yeah, I noticed. Anyway, let's get back to it. I noticed dude was quiet now. He probably was upset. I didn't really get to cover a lot more of the story in depth, so I'm going to kind of tell it backwards to what I can remember. But the dude was quiet now. For y'all following along, he was quiet. He wasn't saying much anymore today. I mean, he was real quiet. I've never seen him quiet. He's always talking about animes and all kind of stuff. I mean, he's just been, you know, where you just can't get him to stop. And he'll just make up little crude jokes, or not crude jokes, but he'll just make up little unfunny little jokes. And you know what I'm saying? And like I say, the guy has not undermined me. He hasn't undermined me before. So I can't say nothing specifically bad about him. I wish I had a Pop-Tart or something right now, man. Should eat this peach. I know what I got in here. I got a little apple for my sugar. I don't usually eat on camera unless I'm doing a video or whatever. But shit, y'all, my sugar is kind of, see, it's still good. I don't want to mess with my My phone. Dried fruit, y'all. Dried apple fruit. Got St. Paul PD in front of me. I don't really want to mess with my phone. I ain't gonna do it. I'm just going to sit in traffic. I'm gonna stack though like you probably got a biscuit. Oh, bro. It's the apple, man. Dried apple. With pure cane sugar. Real sweet. Anyway, we're going on Maryland. Should I take a trip down to the east side? Should I do that? I don't know if I want to take a trip to the east side or not. I might have to just do that. I remember we're by the Maryland Dairy Queen, the very famous Maryland Dairy Queen. What I mean by Maryland, Dale, Maryland. So I haven't ate there. I think I might have ate at this Dairy Queen before. It has the old Dairy Queen. So the guy was very, very quiet. He was extremely quiet. He didn't really have nothing to say. I could sense a little irritation. Later on, he started to talk. But you notice things. Now, me, I'm always very quiet, and people know that I'm always very, very quiet. Quiet to the point where people sometimes forget that I'm there. So, yeah, we're going to hit the east side. We're going to take Maryland. Because I think that might be one of the fastest ways, and I can also hop on 35 or whatnot. So, why did I do that? Maybe that wasn't a good idea. But you notice those small little things. And I was wondering, I said, I wonder what it's going to be like coming in the next day. So I said hello as I normally do. But it was, you could just tell that there was a difference in the day. Now, it was a lot more of a busier day than I noticed for that team. But at the same time, they used to have this little place where I'm on Maryland, and yeah, I think this is the real east side here now. Maryland and Cumberland. They used to have like a little Sea Bowl place or something like that or whatever. Sea Bowl. Maryland and Western. Is this the east side? We're getting close to the east side. I think it is the east side. I always call it the east side. I think it's the near north end. I'm sorry. North end. But it's close. We're in the north end. That's how you know I ain't from St. Paul. That's how you know I ain't from St. Paul. Because folks that listen to me gonna be on here talking about, yeah, man, hold on, DP. You need to correct that. Yeah, this is the north end. So I don't remember calling it the north end. When I used to come around here when I was a lot younger, even back before I had a car, everything that wasn't on Frogtown to us was the east side. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't venture. I mean, we ventured on University a lot and in that area and stuff, but I usually did not. I didn't start venturing on the east side until I met this cat in St. Paul. His name was Saladin. I'm gonna give y'all a story about him too, because I got to give you a story about him, because he spent a lot of money with me and stuff like that. So he said, "You got a cold ass hustle, bro." Old L. Rucker nigga, or what they call him, you know. So I'll do a little story on him one day, man. That'll be an Adventures of DP story. I think this was before I was driving. I wasn't driving at that time. So now we're on Rice in Maryland. Oh, they done blocked it off. So you can't even go down Rice. Okay, so I ain't got no choice. Got the Dr. Umar sniff. I have allergies, and I need donations for my Benadryl. I have allergies, and I need donations for my Benadryl. Sisters and brothers, I have allergies. I need donations for a third time. So I had to do it for the third time. They ain't look like they was going to stop. That's why they had to put these little things up, because kids kept getting hit over here on Maryland, man. doing the Umar sniff today. So he was very, very quiet, y'all. He didn't have nothing to say. And I think it could have been about the previous day of not wanting to cast his lunch away for the support. And so now there's a lot of different things that I involve myself in with projects. Well, I'm not involved myself, but part of my job is projects. And so, shoot, I'll edit that out. Jeez. I'm gonna have a little more time for editing and stuff tomorrow. That's how I could tell the Benadryl's wearing out with it. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me, because it ain't no joke. It ain't no joke. And I want to go to the gym today. Like, man, it's crazy, because when it's like this, you can't barely go to the gym. You need a Benadryl, and that Allegra don't be doing nothing for me. So, yeah, I'm going to edit a lot. Y'all going to see I'm going to have to edit a lot. It's taking me a while to kind of get to the point. I'm trying to pay attention in this rain, too. So, this guy, they on the desktop team, right? So, with my project coordination, there's a lot of people that's going to be moving offices, because I work on some of that stuff, iMac stuff. I don't have to move it, but I just coordinate the project. It's not a project manager, because I'm dealing with more physical stuff. It is a project. It's project coordination. Okay? I don't want to get confused as a project manager. So now, we had a conversation today in a meeting that was talking about the old manager and how the old manager don't really micromanage. The new manager, it's more micro. The old manager is like, okay, if I ain't got no problems, if I don't got no complaints, I'll let you just ride. That was the old management that I had. But the company took for a turn. So they wanted more local people to be reporting local, as opposed towards another place. And I'll get in detail with that. See, I don't like to give y'all everything. I like for y'all to kind of tune in and say, okay. So now, I'm like, I tell the guys in there, I'm talking to the other dudes. They're like, hey, people know what I do. I'm doing what I do. I don't need to be micromanaged. Jose, or whatever his name is, some dude in New York. He deals with the New York offices. And so he jumps up and says, hey, I do my due diligence. I do what I do. Well, I'm driving, so there ain't really nothing she going to be able to do. I can't sit no cold when I'm driving. I mean, I could pull over. Let me see if I can pull over. I might have to pull over and give the code. Let me see. Oh, let me see here. 61. I'll probably be able to take 61 from here and then just hop on highway. Yeah, Lucas had to just take care of it another time. That's Payne Avenue right there. So was I supposed to take a... No. Stay on Maryland. Okay. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. So I handle these projects. I edit all that out too. Man, damn. I got to get an Apple Mac, y'all, so I can just take these videos and just do it. What is this asshole doing? So he's like, hey, I ain't got to be micromanaged. I'll do my thing. And so I say, hey, look, I don't need no handhold either. And I mentioned some of my stats. I was like, there's a lot of directors and there's people that come from other floors that say, hey, man, your service level agreement is stellar. You're getting us these assets and getting us all this stuff that you need ASAP. So I don't need anybody coming up to me talking about, what's going on, what you're working on, this, that, and that. I really don't need it. And my theory is, just like I said before, this traffic is horrible out here. When people ask me, is it busy in the office? It's always busy in the office. If I had to get up and come to work, it's always busy. Always. I don't care if I see one person. Is it busy in the office? It's busy. Any day is busy, as far as I'm concerned. So, I rest on that. So look. So I'm telling my piece. I'm like, look, I know what to do. So they start talking about, new projects and stuff like that. They're talking about new projects and doing new things or whatever. And I'm like, I bet. And it's been kind of a slower week. So I haven't seen too many machines coming out. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll just work on whatever I got. Now, what I did do is something that I typically don't do. I told you I'm not doing the volunteer thing like that. But I go in, there's a brother that I know, and I asked him, does he need some help? For him. You see what I'm saying? So I told the guy, I'm going to just let them go. Go ahead, go. Oh, yeah, one of the lights is janky. Okay. I told the guy, I said, yo, if you need some help, bro, let me know. You know what I'm saying? So I cover my base. But, like I said, I really ain't on that kind of time. It's more for him. It ain't for me. So that's pretty much what happened there.